Hello. Let's continue Disco Elysium. Haven't played it in 3 days, so I'm feeling a little bit rusty. Today I was feeling kinda not great, just emotionally. I don't know why, but I just couldn't do any of my chores, and yeah, wasted all of my day basically. So at least let's record some disco and maybe make some good progress today finally. I want to try doing visual calculus on this billboard again, because maybe Harry will say about how that lorry driver can be related to this.
The crumpled salmon butter billboard still soaks in the canal. There are two good candidates. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. Still speeding, the lieutenant.
Yes?
Okay, nothing new actually. Right. Also, I learned that there is a great way to time skip, and basically you need to interact with your ledger and have conversation with yourself for a long time until it's time for you to move on. So let's see how it works. Also I learned that postcards are okay to sell. They don't have any use. So actually I can sell this postcard and then I can buy a map that I didn't have.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Alright, everything else I will keep just in case.
Another time, perhaps.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Alright. Map of Martinez. A worn and torn map of the Martinez area, dating from 48. A title on the top reads Bienvenue a Revachol. It's a bit out of date, as it was originally created by a design studio in a failed attempt to spruce up Martinez and turn it into a fancy tourist location.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select...
Okay, let's see that map. Okay, so now I see that we have a church, a fisherman shacks on the other side of the shore, I guess. So it's inaccessible right now, but will be tomorrow, I think. Do you have anything new to say?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biography.
Nope. Alright, let's try this time skipping feature. Well, not feature, more like method to do that.
It's the ledger you found in the arson, petty theft.
Huh?
Arson, petty theft. Yes, a title, one might say even.
I'm sure I made plenty of mistakes.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand.
Yeah.
The handwriting is
So
extremely
Kim is not
dense.
perfect either.
If
Huh? Too complex case. That's a lot. This kind of caseload.
A nice
would
brisk
explain
pace,
both
the way I
cases
like it.
studied. I prefer a normal caseload. It's a matter of method.
Okay, that method didn't work. I don't know. I think I was reading about that in Disco Elysium's Reddit, and doesn't seem to work anymore. My time is not skipping. What happened to the water lock, she says. It looks like some maniac crashed his motor carriage into it. Probably Jacob Irv. Wouldn't you know, it's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water. What around the canal is some weird new cryptid destroyed it.
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, I think I have tried everything and nothing works for me. So I guess I am safe scamming Measurehead until he's done.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You
Wow.
have really let yourself go.
Okay. Are you done?
just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent.
Wait, what should I do? Rip into him with a right hook. Back up and perform a 360 flying spin kick.
Don't wait. You've only got a millisecond. He's coming to. Time is breaking loose from the stupor. His left hand curls up into a fist.
What the fuck? I was expecting to repeat this sequence 50 times before I succeed, but that was incredibly lucky. But as I saw with Kuno and with conceptualization check on the wall, one check success doesn't mean anything. Sometimes there are two more that expects you. And sometimes they are not just additional checks, sometimes they are the right action that you need to choose. And this spin kick sounds very appetizing. Right hook probably is the simpler and more effective method. Whoa. But I will risk it. Yo! Nice.
The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button.
Disco Inferno! Welcome to Riva Show. Fuck you. No, I'm not saying that. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do this. Press the button. Just press the button. Well, after that fancy move, I think I deserve some war cry. Disco Inferno.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new Measurehead now.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new Measurehead. Let's go before he gets up.
The lieutenant makes haste towards the door. Oh man. Let's make a separate save. Holy shit. Okay, this is exciting. Finally, I get to explore this harbor. Very
The man is still knocked out. He breathes slowly and steadily.
But maybe I shouldn't be happy about this, because I can imagine that he will not be happy to see me next time. So me not solving this peacefully is probably biting me in the ass later. Oh man, I kinda wanna reload. I kinda wanna, but I can't skip time without money. So I guess I am proceeding with this. I was planning to play Disco a second time someday, not immediately after my first playthrough. I wanted to make 6 motorics and 4 physical build. So it would be the opposite build of what I'm having right now, and with that build I would probably be able to beat Measurehead much earlier, but since I already did this with my Moralist build, I guess next time I will have to ironically seek for a more peaceful option instead of doing this again.
Knocked him out good, like the Flying Desperado.
Who or what is a Flying Desperado?
It's that really cool Flying Desperado spin kick you did, Boyadero. Often performed by the most hard-bodied boyaderos on the steps.
Yeah, I sure did that thing.
So, what's on your mind this time?
He's very calm about this. Maybe he respects strength, so that's why he doesn't stop you.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again. Let's talk about our right to work.
You guys are not using this chance to proceed with your strike. Maybe go inside of the harbor, no? Interesting. Well, it's 8 PM almost, so I guess they will go home soon anyway. Ooh, a lot of things to explore. Every worker, member of the board, is written at the top of the flyers. And at the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. Let's check my stats. Yeah, they seem alright. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. This door is locked and cannot be opened from this side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Alright. Another postcard. This laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Someone left the coffee machine on. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the folders.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
I need more volition, huh? Force yourself to go through the folders.
Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other. Could I actually focus through not focusing?
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
Close the drawer.
The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Okay, but I can reopen it later. Right. Okay. What do I want? Do I want more empathy, or do I upgrade volition to try this again? Yeah, I think I'm going with empathy again. Book La Fumée, Volume 1, Number 4. I will read it later, because right now I don't want to skip time, because that guy I needed to talk to, he may go to sleep before I am finished with this investigation in the harbor, and that's not bad. No, I meant to say that's bad. If I explore this harbor and then I go to him and he's like, I'm sleeping, go away, then I will fucking reload. I will fucking reload, because I wanted to speak with that guy since my episode 1 or 2. I think it was 2. So I will actually deny myself of beating Measurehead that way and try something else. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. And that's not what I wanted to do.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Shit. Do I need to call someone right now? Let's do that later. New grasses. Huh. Need office shades. These were stuffed away in the dock workers union office. They are perfect for scribbling down paperwork when the sun tries to get in your eye. Good for staring down suspects too. Shit. I'm not sure I like them. I don't want my drama being -1. And this gives me Inland Empire, so they are better. How do I reach that roof? On the other side? Yeah, I think so. There's a code.
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. The white rectangle of the Revachol Citizens Militia is clearly visible on its back.
RCM cloak?
This is your cloak. You can feel it.
Huh? How did it get there? Was Harry already exploring here before? Lieutenant, point to the cloak. I think that's mine.
Yes, it does bear the RCM insignia, and we are the only detectives in Martinez.
Well, you think I should get it?
The service cloak issued to you by your station? Yes, I do.
Grab the cloak.
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like the cloak wants to deliver a message of comfort through your fingertips. I will shield you from the elements and give my life for yours. That's what the cloak is relaying.
I remember Esprit de Corps giving similar message when I met Kim, and it makes me worried. That message said that Kim, you know that he will give your life for you, that he will receive a bullet for you if Whirling in Rags suddenly gets stormed by enemies, and I hope that's not a foreshadowing. The leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. RCM Patrol Cloak. Oh, it has good stats. +1 Esprit de Corps and +1 Shivers. A police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. The signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. I think I know what happened. Harry, he probably hanged his cloak on the mailbox and then he shot it 3 times with his pistol, and that's why that mailbox has bullet holes. I think it was 3 bullet holes as well. And then cloak probably was catched by a gust of wind, and that's why it's hanging here. Okay, but I wear it over my blazer, right? And it's basically better than my blazer. Okay, I guess that's what I'm wearing now. Collecting rainwater. A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. White pine trees are printed onto the screen cover. It looks like a forest under a snow. Excuse me.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marche. On. Arrête. Off.
Press marche.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air. With a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What is inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Kvausund.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
No, it's totally different. I don't want to paint it. I'm just drawn to it. Maybe. I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim. It just feels special. Inspect the container. Maybe there is contraband in there. You're right, it's probably nothing.
You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
Knock on the door.
No reply.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Persuade the door to open? Erratic yet true. Been in the world for 2 days. You mean this check gets easier with each day, I guess?
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option?
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Alright. Nothing to do there. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. This speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yard below. What is that? A toolbox? Ah! I swear this will be that tool that I need to open that ice cream machine. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow, white waves on red. Soon, oh soon, the green is gone and everything I didn't read fast enough.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along. The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work he doesn't notice you. Do not interrupt the little man in his joyous activity. Talk to you later? I just need my access card and then I will go and talk with the smoker guy. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Oh, I also remembered that smoker on the balcony, he looked a little bit androgynous, so Maybe he's related to the hair salon from DCA. A stair made of pallets leading up. Are you the boss around here? Why am I stuck? Oh, okay. A taxidermy fish that tells time.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Okay, so it's one of the twins, and we heard that one of them has a lazy eye, so this guy.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny chair opposite to his giant desk. Mr. Dubois? Is that my surname?
I'm Evrart, Evrart Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Take a seat, or I'd rather stand. Why are you calling me Mr. Dubois?
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out. He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
Yeah, maybe Harry really was here before. But he knows Kitsuragi as well. So I guess he just has good sources of information.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious. Try to wink back. Damn, this chair is uncomfortable. Yeah, looks like it.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh, what the fuck? Why is this damages me?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Holy shit. This could have killed me if I didn't have healing items.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again. Is this bribery?
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Keep it, I'm good. Leave the check.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Wait, didn't he say that 25 real would cover several days? Oh, cover my expenses for a few days? Yeah, that wasn't enough, but I guess that's because I'm playing on hardcore, and on hardcore prices are higher, so maybe he gives you money that is enough for normal mode, but it isn't enough for several days in hardcore.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
I'm not worried, I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
This guy's drama also is very good.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Ooh, this is a red check. It cannot be retried. Damn. Don't panic.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not about to cry. Try to stay cool. So what? Men can cry too.
You want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. He'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You are in some stupor. Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. Oh, both of these are not very good. I do know that my name is Harry, so let's slide down.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
Nah, I'm good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Actually, this chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. Sip upright. I am melting.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Yep.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm told the union is involved in the local drug trade. Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry! You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
I understand. I am a terrifying death machine. I don't even know how I was able to do that. You don't have a window. Wait, he had like a lot of monitors, right? Outside. Maybe they are like cameras outside? No, I don't know.
Don't worry, Harry. Between you and me, I'm not a huge fan of his race thing. But the Union did not get where we are today by frowning on eccentricity. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Evrart, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name?
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
My memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Evrart over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Let's get this straight. What is my full name? Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids, or what kind of cop does it say I am? Where did you get that folder? Ooh. Have another look at that folder. Read shipping folders before. Red check, and my chances are super high.
As you look at the folder, Evrart covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
I prefer for him to not have dirty laundry on me. So, the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
What is in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There is something special about it. It was attached to the Quausund crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
I already tried rhetoric. You should know that. You were the one that suggested this idea. I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals.
Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
That sounds threatening. You called him a midget.
Harry! I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
His voice is a little bit annoying on purpose, I think. He wants to look like a cool, clever boss that has authority over everyone, but he's being subtle about it. But I'm not convinced. I'm not gonna play into your charade.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Yeah, as if you weren't the one who made circumstances that made her late.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it, though you wouldn't think so by looking at him. This particular brand of humor he has, it makes for a fine distraction.
That's what I think too.
If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Evrart doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now.
So that way we are getting information from both sides, and then we can correlate them and see if some information has holes in it, so we can patch them and see the whole truth. I'm not gonna ask him about the body right now because I want to get evidence from Smoker guy first. So maybe if I return to him later with that information, I will be more convincing in our argument. Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Shit, no, I don't believe it. I'm I'm fine. I will find it on my own. Hold on, could he really be hold my gun hostage? Wait, the gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun, keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Okay, it's 9 p.m, so I should go back and yeah, see that smoker. I will not be blackmailed.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
That would be cool if there is a time limit on how fast you can find your gun. Maybe if you don't find it before, let's say, day 5, then Evrart will get it first, and then you will have to do something for him to get your gun back. Evrart, I'm going to leave now, but we might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Thanks. I was wondering how I am supposed to get out. Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Does this mean that Measurehead will not be hostile to me anymore? Because I'm technically in union now? But I didn't like how he said that. Okay, let's return for now, and then after I have spoken with that guy, I can go back to the harbor if people are not sleeping, that is. Kvalsund means whale fjord in Ardan. But that conversation gave me a lot of experience, and I'm only halfway done with it. Uh-oh, he's up.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
Yeah, tell yourself that. He is coping. He will not accept that he is inferior to anyone else. He just brainwashing himself to think that he is the top dog in everywhere. I knocked you out like a god of martial arts. It was just something I had to do. Yep, I had no choice.
Our personal dynamic has changed. A little.
He means very little.
Okay, sorry Manana, I will talk to you later. Come on, navigating around ladders is so janky in this game. Is this the first time I saw a rain in this game? Probably. Very dark too. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. You hear distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. Oh.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
We got your hint. Found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful.
As he replies smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying to not screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right, I'm going to make them spectacular. Ignore his question. I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. Your balcony overlooks the murder scene.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods towards door number 28. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the city skyline. Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Why would I want to meet your friend? Very well, I will talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
The lieutenant whispers to you, shaking his head. Huh? What do you mean? Even if this place is horrible, I still can appreciate its night view, no?
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. Even the rain feels nice.
So I guess this dialogue is a little bit scripted, so rain is supposed to happen at this time.
Trust me, you do. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where? To his work, I suppose. But I just found you again. Go if you must, I don't care. I don't care about people leaving me all the time. That sounds too harsh.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Only if you promise that we will talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight.
Why does this feel gay? Why this feels a little bit romantic? What the hell? I was I was just gathering information. Okay.
Take care, alright?
Ooh, that's a lot of experience. That was worth it.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. Let's go, Kim. We have to interview his Sunday friend. Alright. What should I upgrade? Or maybe I should leave this skill point just in case. I think that's a smart thing to do. Currently, I don't think I have thoughts that I really want to have. A regular cop, I don't want that. This one. Not sure what this one does. Ah, motorway south. This one sounded interesting actually, yeah. Man, I think maybe I should get this one. Kodo Mama Dakwa. I'm not super interested in that. 15th into tribe. I don't know. Fuck. Should I get this one? -1 visual calculus. For 8 hours. I think I should start it as soon as possible. Because this is a severe nerf to my build. Yeah. Alright. Should be good to go.
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? He's such a good listener. I like talking to him. There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves. He smells good. Why on earth does he smell so good? He's smoking. How he could smell good?
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious.
Very. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
He nods at the apartment door before you. What is this tension? Kim, you need to talk to me later about this. You need to elaborate. Oh. It's kinda dark here. Maybe I should equip my flashlight. A quarterly business magazine. Party Dragon Silk Rope. +1 drama, +1 electrochemistry. Woohoo! This sleazy silken bathing robe in vibrant blues features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. Huh. Is it instead of my jacket? Oh! Okay, do I like it more than my patrol cloak? I think I do. Its skills are more useful to me? Question mark. Okay, yeah, but a little bit I don't like how messy it looks because his left sleeve is not it's just hanging instead of being properly worn. Maybe I should change my shirt as well. Maybe I should care more about my fashion than my stats. Okay, my shirts currently don't look that great, so... And this gives me conceptualization, which is a very important stat for my experience gain, so let's keep it. An old photo of the same apartment, dated year 01. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Samaran conical hat. +1 logic, -1 suggestion. This tiny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom. Its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reaction when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Oh. -1 suggestion. Wait. +1 logic, maybe I can interact with my ledger?
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board.
I need to
with the
point...
permeables drawer inside.
Put point into logic.
It's barely held together by...
I'm not sure I like this hat. Kim, can you comment on it?
Yes?
No. Maybe it has a secret interaction with the mug?
It's just a racist mug, but...
Alright. I think it's too big. Yeah. I will not keep it. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. An empty ashtray. Alright.
You have acquired the robe. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Oh. Would he comment on my hat too? Should I reload to see if he comments on my hat? I'm just curious. But maybe it's a bait. Maybe if I have too not enough of suggestion, maybe I will lose on some good dialogue.
You have acquired the hat. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
His portrait is interesting because its white background mixes with his shirt, and it almost looks like he doesn't have clothes on. He's just a floating head.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Points at the bed. Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. Point to the silk rope. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk rope from. We will get to that right after you tell me the story behind the black Samaran hat. Get down to business. Hello, Mr. Villedroan. Let's get started.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching. What is an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? So, you're some kind of bureaucrat. What is this international community? What is the price stability?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what? This is fascinating, but I wanted to ask you something else.
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, sure, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the Moral Intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to transparency.
I have heard about this Moral Intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Turn to Kim. So what I'm hearing is that we are Moral Intern bitches. Oh, turn to Kim. So we are actually working for the Moral Intern. That doesn't seem so bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Intern.
Turn back to Sunday friend. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Turn to Kim. Lieutenant, are you a moralist? We know that he was. But what is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
He gives you an approving note. I don't think I am a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham that, as long as the working class is under the bootheel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism?
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatics. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sur-la-Clé.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sur-la-Clé's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Tell me about Oranje.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Oranje?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About Oranje, just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Enough business, let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Now, what is Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
But that doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there? Cold? Something in between?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's menage decided to emigrate.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
You're describing how the coalition occupied River Shore. What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
Man, this guy, he's talking so vague. It's kinda hard to understand what he's really meaning behind his words. You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what is his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The man smiles, nodding to the window. Enjoying the view. There's a dead body hanging in the tree. What view? It's dark outside. Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone like this?
Listen.
He says, raising his hand. What? I'm not hearing anything.
The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
You actually witnessed the lynching.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod. Turn to the lieutenant. This is just the break we have been looking for. Is it because you did it, Mr. Villedron? Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
His eyes the spectacled man near the window, who smiles and spreads his hands. Yeah, he's being vague. He's avoiding giving me straight answers, so maybe his information will be shit as well.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
Who were they? Can you describe them? How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8? I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women? What ethnicity were they?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
You didn't check your watch?
My watch? Yes, now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Shit. Thanks, I've got all I need.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later? I'm not going anywhere, I just want to take a look around in this apartment.
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
What the hell? Alright, that wasn't that useful as I wanted it to be.
Was there anything else? Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
At least we've got a time. So it was 11:30 of PM. So I guess I'm reaching these things from the harbor. Maybe I can finally get to the roof of Whirling in the Racks. Whirling in Racks. I keep thinking that it has "the" in its title, but it doesn't. Alright, one more day and this corpse is still fucking hanging. This sucks. Okay, I guess I can talk a little bit with Hardie boys if they are still there, and then we are going to sleep maybe. Huh? What was that? The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
Okay, maybe these were not my bullet holes.
The box seems happy.
Is Kuno sleeping then? No, he's not. Let's try you again.
Yes?
Not you.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Oh yeah, my chances were very low with him. Shit.
What's going on? Is an ungoverned... Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Kuno, listen, I know this boundary pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
You okay, Kuno?
The Khan has her confused.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and...
Of course. You have question. Come back later.
Tommy is still here.
Make way for the master poet.
In his eyes, an half-familiar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
Familiar? How?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon.
What is in the southwest?
Excuse me?
He emerges from the reverie. I am a cop, I can fix anything. Really, you can tell me. Hell, I get longing. I have felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way. Waiting all the way in Diora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
Oh, so you have a wife, and I thought he was in love with that female driver. Diora.
Diora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Le Caillou, pretty much. On another island called Laurentide, off mainland. We've got a little place there. Can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows.
What it's like to miss someone.
What's it like? Good. And bad. An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me. What about you, cop man? You missing someone?
Is that what it is? This feeling?
I miss my gun, I lost it. I'm fine, man, I don't miss anyone. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. No, I feel hunted. Yeah, I think Harry should let go of his ex-wife. Stop thinking about her.
Hunted? By what?
By a shadowy figure known only to me as ex-something. Oh no. Yeah, actually not. Let's change the subject. He was honest with him. With Harry, so I will be honest with Tommy as well.
An ex-wife?
Fuck. Man, I don't have meds anymore. Ex-wife? No, it's a sinister presence that hunts me across all planes of existence. It followed me into this world when I awoke. I think it may be a planar hunter. Whatever it is, one thing it's for sure, it's not my ex-wife.
Still, a shadowy figure. That sounds pretty bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
For some reason, sire, he pays no heed to your objection, continuing instead as if it were your ex-wife. Strange.
First, what is marriage?
Man, who even knows? It's like a legal contract, but also a bond between spirits. Everyone is different. That's all I can say.
It's definitely going to happen to your marriage too. I'm not gonna say that. Don't worry, I'm certain nothing bad is ever going to happen to your marriage.
Yeah. In marriage, you never know if you're doing the right thing. I hope we're doing our best to keep ours together, but anything can happen. Look, man, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Tori, not Tori, Tommy is such a nice guy. So, I don't want to press on you. Racist guy is sleeping.
Is this about the questions again?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, just in case.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
If you drink alcohol, do you get an empty bottle to sell? I wonder.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
PO driver is still here. Interesting, so some people go to sleep earlier than others. Measurehead, I guess, is never sleeping. Imagine if you could just go at 2 AM and then see that he's not there anymore. So you can access the harbor without dealing with him.
I've got nothing to...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I found someone who saw the hanging, a witness.
A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
Oh, this guy, my witness, he's going away from town. He's probably already gone. So he's not my witness anymore.
That's just contactee status. Next, he's gonna tell you one of us already roll on the others, and he's in witness protection.
My witness isn't a local.
Well, let's hear it then. Who is your mystery fella?
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Wait. Is voiceover volume too quiet? Or is it alright? Not sure. Today, to me, it felt like voices are too quiet, but okay, I'll keep it. Already, this is what, my episode 8, so I think I shouldn't bother with sound settings. I think they're fine. I'm not saying his name. Let's just say he's a high-ranking government official and leave it at that.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
Wait. So they don't know about him, actually.
MI is short for moral intern, Moral Intern is short for Moralist International, the coalition that runs Revachol.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. Tell us, Copper, what wacky claims did he make?
Wait. Did I fuck up? Like, we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Oh. Wait, so he knows about that guy. Shit. I fucked up. I gave him away. The witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting, no commotion. The witness said he saw two people of Areopagite descent and one mask. The witness said it all looked like a surreal play. Enough about the witness.
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardie boys are dead silent.
Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you to the streets. What's with the cowbells, policeman?
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
I'd imagine you guys drinking and singing lynching songs, but what with the funeral silence?
We were drinking, weren't we, guys? I hit the bottle hard. I was drunk as fuck.
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Bullseye. Glenn looks around uncomfortably. The lieutenant hit a nerve.
Arabagite? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there too. I already told you. We were all there.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem? Sorry we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was.
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
He writes in his notebook.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit, then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info.
Shit. I still don't have enough authority to deal with them. Reliably, that is. Fuck.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking time.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
Turn to the lieutenant. Kim, I need your gun.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What? Who? Me? What is it? Everybody calm down. This is only a demonstration. Turn to Kim. Kim, the gun, please.
Yes. You. Stop talking out loud. You sound like you're unraveling.
What in the name of fuck are you doing?
But I don't want to give you my gun, not after the last time.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering about?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
I'm not scared anymore. I know what I have to do. Trust me, Kim, I am merely flesh. There is no other way. I know what I'm doing. It's not my first day on the police job. I want to turn back.
And what is that?
He does not like that phrasing. Neither do I.
Merely what?
He doesn't quite catch that last word. A brief moment passes in silence. Then...
Be careful, it's loaded.
He unholsters and gives you his firearm. It feels oddly light and buzzing in your hand, like a funny toy.
Good. Now put it in your mouth.
Oh no. Fuck. I thought I would shoot them, not myself. But I want to point it at them.
I want to point it at them. Quit your whining. Everyone knows how to do that. You're a special man. You're going to point it at yourself. Go ahead. Show them.
I knew I didn't like authority because it gives you almost the shittiest advices, and it's kinda like too judging of your character, so it's self-deprecating. Put the barrel in your mouth.
What are you doing?
The short cold barrel touches your lips. It tastes like iron and hell.
Fellas, you getting any of this?
These are my thoughts. This is my head. You will never forget what happens in 5 seconds if you don't respect me. You better get ready to fucking respect me in 5, 4, 3. I'm not fucking this case up. Finger on the trigger. You will respect me. I'm going to kill myself now, you fucking whore. Give the gun back to the lieutenant.
We'll solve the case. Look at me. Don't worry. This demonstration is not helping at all.
He appears calm suddenly.
Yeah, cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
Provoking, huh? Well, since I got that far, I think I will make this fail count.
He's not gonna off himself. Come on.
No. He'll do it. Go ahead, son. 3, 2.
Feel he wasn't talking that much, but now he wants to. And I guess their white and red backgrounds are signaling that they are from Union.
2, 1. Do it. Get this one thing right.
One thing right. So I guess I'm giving in to Harry's suicidal urges, and authority, I don't like you for saying this is right. So authority really wants Harry to die.
No. Give it to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. It's not too late. You can still spin this as some kind of tactic.
Ratan, we can't have any fun if you kill yourself! Painting the booth red with your brain sounds like a real blast now, but what about later? There'll be nothing!
Even this necktie thinks this is a bad idea. Oh, that was loud.
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizens in shock as a deranged law official, reportedly from the 41st precinct, shot himself in the head last night in the middle of a crowded cafeteria in downtown Martinez. The exact details of the incident have not been revealed, but first-hand witnesses claim that the officer was making a point. Can't say I'm surprised, Lawrence Gart, manager of the Whirling in Rags cafeteria, where the incident took place, commented. He was extremely unstable and had threatened to kill himself before.
Damn. Alright then. Let's try this again. Very cool that you can do that actually. Just I like that game allows you to go that far with your choices. It's very, no, I don't want to say entertaining, more like impressive.
Looks like the circus left town.
But it says about Harry a lot that his voice in the head tells him that this is the right thing to do. The only right thing that he did in this life, and that's fucked up. It just tells how horrible his life was at this point.
This time it's going to work. You already ruled out the first bad option that didn't.
I'm the only thing keeping this town from going to hell, and you're not helping. Point your finger.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, Fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
What? I only got 1 point. Come on. And I think it was about when I said to René that we shouldn't have collaborated with foreigners to win this war. And yeah, I already talked about that, and I said that not because I personally believed in that, but I just wanted to appease to René. I thought that he will give me more dialogue, but he didn't.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
I haven't said anything racist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people kipped left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
That's a lie. There is no race rally. I'm not a racist. Just look at my partner. I'm not racist. All I care about is Revachol and its people. And if some foreigner thinks. Option 3 is racist. Option 2 is. It's a common argument for racists to claim that they are not racist. They always say that, but I have a black friend in my work, or something. Yeah.
Sure there is. Callie said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks. Callie works at the carnival shop, you see.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be no race rally in my town.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It'll make you look awful.
Damn. Well, at least it didn't give me +1 point, so yeah, I'm fine with that. Should we try Kuno again?
Kuno care?
What's going on? is an ungovernable youth on
really?
your crime. Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel...
Trying to fuck at the Kuno! Trying to fuck at me! Trying to fuck! Kuno only gets higher! It's faster, faster, faster! Can't take the Kuno! Stay out of the reactor!
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up, up, up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Man. How the fuck did I win that check last time, huh? No, it doesn't work. Yeah, I think it's better to go to sleep and talk with Evrart again. Day 3 may give us more things to do. Can we sleep right now, or it's too early?
The door...
See you in the morning. Kim is going away. What can I do without him? Talk with Joyce? I already did about the bail, so I don't need to do that, I think. Maybe I can try sitting on this bench.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Twiddle your thumbs, wait 15 minutes. Stare into the sky, 30 minutes. Think deep thoughts, wait 1 hour.
The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind blowing from the coast. After a while, you've had enough.
Okay. I don't think there's anything for me to do without Kim right now. I'm not forgetting anything, right? I think I should check my notes about this. Okay, nothing for now. Yeah, let's sleep and start day 3.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the bed is still cold from the broken... The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, cells, it's all me. Let's... This track is too quiet, I think. It should be louder. It's all the system's fault. The system failed me. This body is worthless anyway. No one does anything nice to it.
You're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. Wait, wasn't this the express to fuck all bottle? I am an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention.
Oh yes, they'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then, back to the other place. I will, I'm looking at people all the time, I like them. Human beings will always betray you.
How many promises have you kept lately, Sir Harry? To the great see-through world. The tenderness.
Thou art honorable and just, sire. 'Tis the snakes who are vile, hissing in the grass. Come now, humans have earned your trust, and you theirs.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Put on your prettiest face for the masses.
Open your eyes. Okay, it's day 3. We didn't have any dream sequences, surprisingly. I was looking forward to see one. It's cool that when I'm completely zoomed out, it's still not showing me everything that I could see, because there is a seemingly an effect of line of sight that Harry has. So technically I'm not seeing everything that I could have seen with my player eyes. I only am seeing that what Harry sees.
The door is closed. Still?
Okay. Of course she's not responding, she's in the roof still. New faces. You are immediately coming to me.
Yes? What about me? No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. The eyebrow is exercising psionic.
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts, with nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control.
Good.
Okay, new faces here. Are you from Joyce's side?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
Oh, RCM?
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Horse-face woman?
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Fine, I'm leaving.
Okay.
It looks like she's about to add something, but then she changes her mind. Well, if she doesn't want to talk, I will not force you.
You look like shit.
Wait, are you guys... You are my colleagues with disguises. Fuck you guys. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses. His face was very recognizable.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
I know it's intentional. The last couple of days have been rough. Looks don't matter, it's what is on the inside that does.
Oh, don't be so modest. We're looking at several months worth of damage here. Kind of a miracle you're still up and at it, to be honest.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, my total drama... total drama, this cartoon show. No, I wasn't referencing it. My total drama stat is 17, which is very nice. I think maximum amount would be 20. So maybe I shouldn't upgrade drama for now. Maybe I should focus on empathy, conceptualization, visual calculus, or authority. Oh shit, I need my esprit de corps here. Okay, then see you around.
Watch out for yourself, loser.
Okay, how do I get it? My cloak again? My blazer is in the same slot.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
He shakes his head, looking like he really is having trouble believing this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Okay, don't fail me. There's something strange about this guy. Figure it out.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
From where? From another life?
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds,
somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned. Cool shades, are you wearing a disguise? Kim, who is this guy?
Okay.
What? His dialogue didn't play. Oh, the hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy, you're not busy, let's just play around. So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe? Do you have a crime to solve? Who else is in our imaginary police station? I can't imagine it anymore. I think this guy was my previous partner. When my esprit de corps skill said that I abandoned Jean and someone else.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Like partners in crime, or you seem like a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. You seem like a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. Kim's cooler than you.
I'm sure he's fucking flattered. But Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners.
The lieutenant is silent.
None taken, my friend. None taken. Let's be honest. There's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who'd even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit. Anyone else would just slow you down.
Are you being sarcastic, or is he talking about Harry before him becoming an alcoholic?
Oh no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly.
You're not going to believe this, but police officers, yes sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lang.
Who is the far-out son of Lang?
Oh, it's you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
He's trying to protect you from further rough handling, dished out by the sunglassed man.
Thank you, Kim.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
His grey eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad.
It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that sadness.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Got some questions for you. I am a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
Like a prophet? Like a revolutionary? Like a sack of shit? Like Guillaume Le... I don't know, you tell me. Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying really hard here, man.
Exactly.
The man nods excitedly in approval.
He didn't answer your question.
Now, will you answer some questions for me?
No.
He says calmly, then just keep staring at you. Fine.
The man in sunglasses nods. Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird. I guess it was kind of weird, yes. No, this whole interaction was perfectly normal.
There's something missing here. Something you can't put our finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should ask him if we are from the same station.
Yes, just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
Again? I can't believe
Look, I just have
this
to ask,
shit.
are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay. Yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Okay.
Alright. Maybe I should talk to them again later.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great.
Guard, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen.
He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with...
He changes his mind.
Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Yes?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Oh yeah, bridge supposed to be down right now.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
There he is again, the smoker on the balcony, right here in the whirling in rags. Hello, adjust your tie. Oh fuck. Okay, I will let you talk. Horrific necktie.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe. Not bad. Not bad at all. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime. Yeah, that's the thing I wanted to know. I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right, he was magical. Magically bureaucratic. I didn't like him as much as I like you. I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he? What are you, you two? Why was he staying at your place in the middle of night? I don't want to talk about other people, I want to talk about you.
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Return where?
To his opportunities in Occident, sur la clé. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays. He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I guess you guys are a couple. Not a couple, like maybe sex friends.
What about me, gendarme?
What is it about the way he carries himself? He's so different. I'm not getting this check at all.
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
I wasn't really planning on giving it back anyway. Thanks, it's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times. I took it to blend in. I'm undercover, you see?
Is it now? Well, enjoy it. Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room is right upstairs. I'm here to kick some ass and solve the case I'm working on. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just go wherever life takes me.
Well, here's to you.
He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink, froth grazing his mouth.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Ah, he was Oranese, like the guy that was lynched.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
So I guess he is from Joyce's side. Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy, all about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Yeah, right. He's about art, no?
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Wait. Who is this guy supposed to be? I am suspicious of him. He keeps talking about money. Are you? No. He's probably not twin brother of Evrart.
I've got nothing to...
Okay, they probably do not have new dialogue before I talk to Evrart again.
The man pondered. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn.
Okay, did I try to talk with you after upgrading my empathy? I think I did.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad? Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything.
That's new.
Kuno doesn't...
I'll die before I squeal.
Okay. Maybe I should talk to Joyce first. Maybe she gives me an advice that would be useful.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
By the way, I have talked to Evrart Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Evrart Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He is the champion I have sworn fealty to. He is a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he is reasonable. He's not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. I have the feeling the international community does not approve of him. It's not important if I liked him, I was doing my job.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
Yeah, I think so.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Electrochemistry is starting to talk with me because of my clothes.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
Mr. Evrart is helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Okay. I think I should go visit new area before talking to Evrart. Maybe I can find my gun right now. Or my badge.
Officer! God damn it. Pull yourself together, René. What do you want?
What was that reaction? Do you wanted to tell me something?
It is such a pleasure.
Oh, I can ask about serial number now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Oh. Lazarev?
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voice is...
Gottlieb, what is it now?
Okay, nothing new.
Anything else I can help? Right.
10-4, come in. Roger that. 10.
Alright, whatever.
Everything's still...
Those lorry cars are so huge actually. Are they supposed to have like lower platform that would make you evade the effects of pale maybe? Oh, Who are these people? Bridge is still not down, actually. Are you not working on fixing the waterlock, or I can't talk with them until I do this? I
A
think.
rusting control panel with... You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the waterlock starts moving.
Oh. I thought we are lowering down the bridge, not this thing.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Still can't talk to them. The radio relay hums with electricity. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor lorries. The sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. A breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe there's something inside. Ahead, decades-old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Tire tracks. Maybe that's where our driver went to. Ooh, a few. Nice. I can draw now. A dented stainless steel canister for transporting and storing heavy fuel oil. A logo on its side has been partially stripped over years of use. The government issued red-dyed fuel oil. Inside looks like paint, though it smells much worse.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. That rebel who jumped the canal and broke the waterlock, this is their doing.
This is where the rebel who jumped the canal ended up. Not so daring anymore.
No, not so daring at all.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
Ah, now you want to do that, huh?
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
What if that female driver is dead inside of this carrier? Run your hand over the cold metal.
The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
What is the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by.
How long has it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Well. Looks like Jacob's Earth's journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Did you say something, Lieutenant? Yes, yes. Crazy recklessness. Yet another case of the engine displacement triumphing over the driver's IQ. Enough gloating, this is serious.
Yes, quite.
The lieutenant seems to be inspecting you more closely than the motor carriage. What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
How long will it take for the low tide to come in?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Oh. Sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. Okay, let's do that.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, it looks very blue. Whistle a tune. This is a red check. Art cop +1. Wait in silence. I really like this shot. Somber. I feel like driver is really dead.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill. Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and a sunken car. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So, was your dad also, point to your eyes? The tide sure is taking its sweet time. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Seolite.
I meant about your bad eyesight, not about your ethnicity. Oh, right. I don't know who my mom or my dad was.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
All I'm saying is I'm surprised people's skin colors vary so drastically. If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Do you think I will ever find my gun?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
But if someone puts a gun to your head, I guess that's just your way of saying you'd side with the company. I understand. You're saying you're siding with the union.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now? Mark. Squint your eyes and say, is that the numbers on this side?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
Oh. Is that because of my bad perception?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, those kinds of people.
So it's Capri, not Lionel, or whatever that car was called. That was more fancy.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
No. Is this my fucking car? Was Harry doing this shit?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical.
What the fuck?
Does he know something about that speed racer?
It's not... It's completely different from what I expected. I thought this car mystery is related to our female driver that is related to drug trafficking. No, it's Harry fucking everything up again. 41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Rub your chin. Small fish, this one. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Looks like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one Capri 41. Stupid factory. I hate guessing. District something, a precinct something, municipal. Rub your temples. You're getting a horrible headache. Oh god, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. How do we get it out? I can still fix it. I want it to be Jacob Irv, not me. They're not gonna take me back after this, are they? The badge, the gun, and now this. Things were going so well, we were just whistling merrily.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
My love?
Well, it isn't. It's you. I'm very sorry. People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly. That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I couldn't even pay a hostel bill. People are gonna be angry at me, aren't they, in Precinct 41. This is a disaster.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the station's vehicular budget.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk.
Probably. Try definitely.
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point. You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
So, it's gonna be there like that.
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable. But overall, this machine is a write-off.
Well, at least I can see what is in there now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
My god. RCM badge. Lieutenant 2JFR Dubois. Commander's jacket. Commander's jacket. Man, I am devastated. I was so invested in this mystery. Come on. A black uniform jacket with RCM's signature white rectangle on its right sleeve and backside. Letters inside the collar read LTN 2JFR. The jacket is of exceptional quality, other than some minor wear and tear. Wait, so Harry was a commander? Commander, does it outrank lieutenant? What do you think? Yeah, it gives me better stats, and it looks very good, I think. Sweet. Oh, that's Harry when he was younger, without his beard and swollen face. Thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man stare back at you, a younger version of you, already disintegrating inside but still presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
At least something good came out of all this.
The lieutenant glances at the badge in your hands. Studies the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information, and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Look at the photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that, but the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking, why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name, Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrart was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Wait, what kind of name is Harrier? But I don't want to be Harrier Dubois, don't accept it. Harrier Dubois it is then.
It's a wartime name, revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Why? It's a cool name. I like it. Besides, you're Harry anyway. No one's ever called Harrier.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
I will fucking take a note of this. I will take a note of this. This is an important piece of information, I think. It's so important that I'm not thinking straight. My words are getting jumbled. So, okay, when Kims calls me an officer, he's angry. When he calls me a detective, he's not. I need to remember this.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Rank LTN 2JFR.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Damn, declined. Harry, he almost became a captain twice.
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What is décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol citizens' militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What? Junior officers can be teenagers in this world? Damn. What kings?
Kings like satellite officers and the additional Evrart rank I already explained.
The long and short of it is, you're his superior.
Wait, satellite officers. Maybe Kim knew about me being his superior because he was acting as my assistant this whole time already from the beginning. Wait, satellite officers?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So, you have been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior? So, you have been putting up with me because we are of the same rank? Thanks for explaining all this, don't mention it. I am technically his superior, but I would just say that we are of the same rank to be nicer.
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
Thank you.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Thanks, that gives me hope. I'm afraid there are no ex-alcoholics. I don't want to get better, I want to get worse.
Good.
He says with a quick smile. Turn back to the document.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads.
It's nice that description of this badge changes every time I read something about it. Serial Rev 12 6205 Jam 41. So he's from Jamrock.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue 7th of November 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
I remember that time! That was a good time! We had a good work-drink balance going! What happened, man? Pump it up!
So, his mental state got worse only in 4 months. I assumed that this was happening for years, but I guess not. Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again,
it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light.
Such a small thing that holds so much information. Okay, I got a skill point, but let's keep it for now. You know, maybe I got a somber tone from this scene, not because a driver died. It was previous Harry that died. Maybe this crash made him hit his head and get a trauma that caused this amnesia. Maybe. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit, cigarettes, and empty bottles all evidence it.
Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
Hey Kim, looks like we've had a couple of partygoers here.
Looks like it.
Looks like they had a great time laughing here. This was some kind of theater to them, a circus production by a great clown. Was this party against the law on the ice like this? It was probably a public danger.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Damn. I wonder if my people killed stat will raise in this game. Oh, and yeah, I'm actually seeing my officer profile now in its full entirety. We spent a lot of time in this small scene, and that was incredible. Very very melancholic, kinda depressing. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Quick travel unlocked, fisherman shacks. Huh. Oh man. Whoa, this is a huge place.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword in a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. I have questions. The first is, what is your name? Move on.
The name is Lilienne. People call me Net Picker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword. Point at the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on, do you know how to use it? It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Yeah. Oh, I probably shouldn't talk about this topic, but I don't envy women. I would fucking hate getting dirty looks at me from men. Can I borrow that sword? Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold, point to the expression on your face. I'm a proper man, believe me. True, most people I have met are scared.
Aye. No one wants to talk about how frightened they are. But only frightened people are really dangerous. And plenty of them are dangerous.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Wait, why? If they are thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Your expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Where is your husband now?
Gone.
He disappeared? Sounds like a missing person case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Yeah, this is nothing. I shit on this. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. What the fuck? No! Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? I don't believe in that. One of my favorite things to say is that time doesn't heal, it just makes things meaningless. It's healthy to let go and move on, gotta keep the wheel spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She kinda sounds like Joyce. Maybe they have same voice actors. She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Oh, Kim's presence makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. What the fuck? She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. So, that's weird. Can I really have a romance in this game? Maybe I should look for other options first before thinking about this. What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Yep. Interesting. What have you found? I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting. Walking on the beach sounds quite romantic. Alright, I think I get it. Let me ask you something else.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I need to know about those human bodies. A mine. The RCM could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs? I need info on this. Major narc. Point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Okay, enough about this place.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
So I take it that's your skiff. Point at the overturned boat.
Sure is. The Sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny days. Catch a snowflake in your palm.
Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
I wanna ask you something else.
Go right ahead.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where did they go?
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Be seeing you. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. This boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. Is this the boat where your husband died, maybe? It's locked tight. You can't see into the house from this angle. A wetting stone, well worn and covered in rust. White curtains have been drawn shut, no looking in. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. The street sign is legible below the graffito. The woman next to a bucket of crows hums an old melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan. also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
If you can't see, then how did you know I was there? She heard me? Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
We are cops. We are hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. What he said, we are cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of trouble.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I have been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
She points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I am an ill omen, alright. If I am considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that? I think I was told that.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen. People would have told us.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Oh, I can sleep there for free. That's very good. Wait, hold on. You're just giving it to me? I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodations. There's this guy, guard, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
Yeah, I will take it. I will take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
A key appears from under her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
Really?
Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
Finally, you have those lame-os of Martinez off your back, Bratan. This looks like a great place to bring chicks.
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
There's got to be something here, tell me. Who else lives in this village? Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
This place is pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
The woman smiles cryptically.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I am lost too.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
I think I'm in the process of finding myself again. Maybe I should stay lost, just move here and disappear completely.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
There's got to be something here, tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox? What is that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lilian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east. But they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
I met Lilian already.
Lilian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any drunks yet, whoa.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Alright, there's another topic I'd like to address.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What is further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the Doloyan Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I get the feeling you are leaving stuff out. What else is going on? What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant? Anything else of note?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Who'd want to come to a fish market here? That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
She drops a bar of soap into the bucket. with a splash. Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you here?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
Goodbye, I'm off. Oh. Okay. I think I should see my room and...
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock the shack door with the key.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Alright.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
What is that? Transcende? Is written on the wall. Yeah, I think I am ending this episode here after I explore this shack. It's quite long, this one, and yeah, I need to sleep. You see the waves, the sea, a church. Old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from 39. This intricate heat engine hums quietly, giving out pleasant warmth. Using a thermodynamic expander condenser cycle. Nice.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
Korolev jacket, +1 logic. I'm gonna save. Maybe she will not approve of me taking this jacket. This swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun kind of serious. It has really nice roomy pockets too. It's fine, but I think my commander's jacket was nicer.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Is shaving the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous and red, hair unkempt, wrinkles lining the eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic.
Time to shave. Get these mutton chops off. Yeah, this would be a good move for my... how do you call this? For my recovery? There was a term for this, but I don't remember how it was called. Hand-eye coordination. I don't think I have anything that would improve it. Nope.
On the table, you see a bowl of water. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Oh no, that's not how a grown man shaves.
This isn't sharp enough. Scrape harder. Oh no. I fucking killed myself with this. Fucking hell.
You feel something in your chest. An unnatural pressure. Very, very bad. There's no shame in surrendering now. We all do. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant.
My god. This was fucking stupid. This... Maybe I can try again.
On the table, you see the water reflects back. A vague... Your hand trembles as you scratch your
Leave
cheek.
it for now.
Thank God. I would have cut your throat. The centipede is exaggerating. People don't actually cut their own throats when they're shaving. At least, not accidentally.
Oh, Volition, you think too nicely about me.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Okay, I'm gonna try talking with her if she likes me taking this jacket or not.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Oh, okay. She actually didn't care about this. Whew, I'm pooped, so yeah. Let's stop playing for today. Made a very good progress this episode, I think. A lot of things to think about, and yeah. So we have solved the mystery of that driver, reckless driver. Didn't end how I would like it to end. I found my badge. Still need to talk to Evrart. I beat Measurehead. My colleagues are here watching my progress, I guess. Handman is still there, so need to work on that. Yeah, so I think that's about it. And yeah, I don't have much to say, it's too late for me. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Very awkward outro. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reactions to this revelations that I had today. And yeah, hopefully I will play some more soon. So see you there. Bye bye.